Hey everyone, you've got Coach Jared here with another edition of 73 questions. Just a reminder, this is a rapid fire Q&A for us to learn a little bit more about our yogis and fitness coaches at Myriad Health and Fitness. And today we have none other than Caitlin Beisco. And it's strange, we have the same last name. That's weird. Caitlin, introduce yourself and then we'll jump straight into it from there.
Thank you, Jared. I am Caitlin Beisco. As you probably surmised, I am Jared's wife. I am, I guess, a longtime member of formerly Navtown, currently Myriad. I started in June of 2013. I have held many roles. I have not been coaching regularly in a while, but I like to think in my head, I make most of the decisions and assist in giving my opinion, even when it is not asked for. I see you shaking your head. That is true. So that is really my role. I am my regular job in my current office. I'm a partner at the law firm of Barnes and Thornburg. I'm a trademark attorney. I do trademark litigation and big brand management. That's me.
Yep. Cool. We can talk. Hope if we don't get to the rest later, we'll figure it all out. What's your favorite time of day?
Morning.
What's your biggest weakness?
Being right all the time.
What's your biggest strength?
Being right all the time.
What's the biggest learning experience you've ever had?
When I used to work in Ireland at the Sneem Hotel with my uncle when I was growing up in high school and college.
What's your idea of a perfect date?
Well, it's certainly a day date because, you know, my perfect day does not involve me staying up past 8:30 p.m. Probably on the beach, doing nothing, eating.
On the beach, you don't like sand?
Well, that's a good point. Like in a cabana,
Okay.
not actually touching the sand, like looking at a beach on a cement pad.
Got it. What's one vice you wish you could give up?
Sweets.
What's a cause that is important to you?
Helping women kind of find their voice and stand up for themselves in all aspects of their lives.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
A couple of weeks ago when I was in New York, I overheard my colleague Jahan telling someone that I was the most genuinely self-confident person he'd ever met. And I was very honored to hear that because I think, especially as women, sometimes we hide our self-confidence, and it's taken me a long time to feel self-confident in the person that I am. So that was very meaningful to me.
That's amazing. I did not know that. You never shared that with me.
Well, I knew I was going to share it with you right now.
Got it.
Hiding it.
When are you the most inspired?
When I'm relaxed, which is like once a year.
So it's very rare. Number 10, sweet or savory?
Both.
What song can you listen to on repeat?
It's probably We Don't Talk About Bruno.
That's a winner right now for many people.
Just in my head. And also our child will not allow me to not listen to it. But
what makes you smile the most?
When I see you, my partner, and our daughter, Ismay, playing together, being silly together.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
I was struggling with this because I was going to say that I write a lot of poetry, but also I posted on Instagram. So the other thing that I think people probably misjudge about me is that I need a lot of time by myself to recharge. Obviously, you as my partner know that, but I think people think that I'm like this very extroverted person who thrives on social interaction, but that is not necessarily true. I like a lot of time, like absolutely alone to kind of get my recharge on.
It's true. Heels or flats or sneakers or barefoot?
Well, everything but barefoot, if you will. Everyone at the gym who's ever been in a 5:30 class with me knows my feeling about being barefoot, and it is not well.
Vintage or new?
Again, both. I guess I would side on new, but I'm trying to be better about buying used, vintage, sustainable things.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Coffee, my friend group texts, of which there are many, and sunscreen.
Window or aisle seat?
Always the aisle. Again, please do not get me started on my opinions on the seats. The aisle is the only choice.
Window. What's your current TV character obsession?
all of the TV and movie ones are hard because I don't have enough room in my brain to categorize these things. But the first thing I thought of was I think her name is Sylvie. She's the French boss in Emily in Paris. She had really good fashion and was just like French and sassy. And I liked that about her.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
Bringing a child into this world. I don't know. That was one that I struggled with, but I think being a parent is very adventurous, just maybe not in the typical sense.
How would you define yourself in 3 words?
Loyal, assertive, and pragmatic.
What's your current favorite piece of clothing that you own?
I simply cannot choose.
There's more than one.
It's very clear that I love all of my children, i.e. my articles of clothing, for their unique purposes in life.
What's a must-have clothing item everyone should own?
Something that makes you feel powerful and sophisticated. For me and for a lot of people I know, it's just like a really well-fitted black dress, something that fits your body, something that you feel confident in and comfortable in, because I think that then shows outwardly.
What's inspiring you in life right now?
Watching my friends and family succeed and be happy in their success.
What's the best piece of advice you've received?
Again, a lot of good advice. The one that I've been thinking of a lot in conversations with others and in our daily life is buy more socks. My boss, Julia, told me that before I ever had Ismay, our daughter. And she basically said that, like, as a working parent, there's going to be so many things that you have to juggle, laundry included. And at the end of the day, just buy more socks. Just have more socks. If you have 100 pairs of socks, if it will save you 10 minutes in the morning trying to find socks, that's what you should do. Buy more socks.
Especially princess ones.
Did I buy more socks yesterday? Yes, I did.
What's your pet peeve?
Bad email etiquette.
You've done a whole presentation on that.
I have.
Diamonds, pearls, or neither?
Diamonds.
What's something you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Generally how they carry themselves, what their body language. I think body language can kind of tell you a lot about people's indicators, whether they're kind of hunched or feeling closed off, whether they make eye contact, how they sit. So I think that is a big indicator of how people feel in a situation and just generally how they kind of carry themselves.
What's your biggest regret?
Not living abroad, either before I started my career or when I was in college. I didn't feel like I felt like studying abroad was, I don't know, not something that I could have done. And now I wish that that's exactly what college was for. I should have done that.
Yeah, but you went to Ireland for a couple summers.
Yeah, but I mean, like, truly, like going to school for a year in France or Ireland or somewhere else.
Got it. What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
I'm still on like a Black Violins. So the group Black Violins. And then the genre of hip hop violins. So I really like kind of more classical music, brain music, as I call it. So that's what my playlist is.
What's your favorite board game?
Sequence.
Oh, yeah.
Your game your parents taught us.
And who wins it all the time?
Me.
What's your guilty pleasure?
So first, I have to lodge my objection to the use of guilty pleasure, because I think that it makes it sound like you doing something for yourself is a bad thing. And I don't think that that's the case. I think doing stuff for yourself, having pleasure, is important for your well-being. But with that objection on the record, I would say it is cookies.
Well, you're the last person to go through this, one of the last people. So we're past that question. Otherwise, I would change the verbiage of that question.
Okay, well, I would like you moving forward to never ask anyone about their guilty pleasure ever again. And that goes for all of you watching this as well.
I just highlighted it in red. So we're good for that, for moving
Meaningful.
forward. What book did you most recently finish?
The book was called I Love You, but I've Chosen Darkness.
What are you currently reading?
I'm always reading 2 books. So I'm reading, like, I have a physical book next to my bed called Sorrow and Bliss. And then I'm listening to an Audible. It's The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley.
How do you start your day?
Ideally, going to the 5:30 a.m. CrossFit or 5:45 boot camp class.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
If you could raid one person's closet, who would it be?
Zendaya.
If you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
It would be the same answer.
What's one thing you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
Quitting my job. Just kidding. I love my job.
What's the one thing you wish you knew at age 19?
That everything is going to be okay. Hi, Indy. I think finding that, like, knowing that love starts from within. So knowing, like, you are loved, you're worthy, like you're going to see your life in 10 years and just be blown away by all the things that you've done.
Besides your phone or wallet, what's a couple must-have purse bag items?
Sunscreen, an extra pair of hoop earrings, lipstick, and hair ties. And I've learned things for our child. Like yesterday when I found her 2 frozen Barbie dolls that she had put in my purse without my knowledge.
I'm interested in this question based on the answer to your previous one. So if you were not a group fitness instructor, Yogi, what would you be doing? What is your dream job?
I think, again, that question is hard because, like, what is your dream job? Just because you like doing something doesn't mean you would like it being your job necessarily. I think my answer to this has always been, if I was not a lawyer, I would be like an investigative journalist, just going in and just asking people point blank, like, why did you do that thing? What is wrong with you? Why did you think that was a good idea?
What's something you can't do?
I cannot wink with my left eye. It haunts me. I can't wink with both eyes.
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
I've been thinking about this one too. I think it was when you and I went to Spain by ourselves. We went to Madrid and we went to a sports game, but I really like Madrid. I think that the city is beautiful. And so I remember the weather being really nice, and that was just a really nice experience.
What she means by sports game is Real Madrid, Santiago Bernabeu. So just FY, that's what she means. What's one city you always dreamt of traveling to?
Budapest, still on my list.
What's something you always travel with?
My Parabelle suitcase.
Favorite food?
One of my mini Parabelle suitcases. What'd you say?
Favorite food?
Paneer masala.
Favorite dessert?
Cookies or donuts.
Favorite snack?
Same answer.
What's a movie that made you cry?
As you know, I have cried at every movie that I have ever watched, regardless of whether or not it is sad. So
even action movies, she cries. Everybody, just to let you know.
Most recently, Sing, because when his dad tells him he's proud of him, that is a sweet moment.
Johnny's my favorite. What's the one talent you wish you had?
Playing an instrument. I would love to be able to play the violin.
What's your favorite exercise?
Burpees.
I knew that. What's your favorite band?
I do not have one.
What's your favorite fast food order?
It would be a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Everyone likes tacos. What's something you don't want to be doing?
A taco this is the Crunchwrap Supreme. It's very specific.
56. What's something you don't want to be doing in 10 years?
Changing diapers.
What's the cutest thing on planet Earth?
Our child.
What's the best thing that happened this year?
Well, it's not very far into this year, but since technically I made partner as of January 1st, that's the one thing that's top of mind.
What's your favorite cocktail?
So, as you know, I do not drink. So I would say that I love like a spicy mocktail, anything that has like tahini on the rim and like kind of like a smoky mocktail. And I found that a lot of places will make you a really good mocktail.
Which movie makes you laugh the hardest?
I don't know the answer to that.
What do you usually eat for dinner?
Cluster truck.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
A salad or
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I try to fast most mornings until like 11. So just black coffee or sometimes a latte from provider.
What's your favorite thing in the world?
My family.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
What color clothing do you wear the most?
Also black.
What are 3 words to describe living in Indy?
Accessible, potential, and inexpensive.
Do you like surprises?
Yes. If there's something that I would know I would like.
So good surprises.
It's very important. It must be a good surprise, not a bad surprise.
What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
That no one can read your mind. And that, if you want something, you really have to ask for it. And in most instances, I think that you as a person think that you're being very clear about what you want, but in reality, everyone else has so many other things going on that you are not the first and only thing on their mind. So when you want something, you need to be extremely direct in the way that you ask for it.
Was that all subliminal for me? Like, was that a whole question and answer?
No, that was actually a work related talk that I just gave, but
What's something you're tired of?
People assuming that women can't be good at their jobs and also good partners and parents.
Who do you turn to when you're sad?
My family and friends.
What's a trend you would like to see disappear forever?
Sports. Just kidding. Probably people just talking about sports all the time. It's so annoying. Probably cargo pants.
That could be your answer. That could be your answer.
No, I think it's cargo pants, except for Richie Todd, and anyone in the active US military may continue to wear cargo pants. And also, this one's going to be controversial. Adults wearing sports jerseys. Like, you're not on the team. Give it a rest. I choose something else.
That's a good one. Final question. What did you want to do with your life at age 12?
I wanted to be an emergency room doctor, which I still submit that I would have been okay at.
Yeah.
But
you handle emergencies really well, so I could see that. Thank you so much for doing this. I actually learned a little bit today. I wasn't really so sure that I would, but there's some things going on there that you and I can talk about, and I love it. Not in a crazy way, but thank you for your time.
Look at my walking pad in my office.
A walking treadmill.
Treadmill.
Do you use it?
Yes.
Okay.
Try to walk 1 mile a day on my walking pad.
Nice. Thank you so much, everyone listening. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.